And one of the things that I always told people, if they wanted to be happier in life, they needed to get out and socialize and do something good for the community. They needed to join to a service club. And one of the things that we do is we promote Lions as a way to live a longer, happier life.
Meet the vendors.
We're all members of the Bremerton Central Lions Club. We're a big service club, and wherever there's a need, you're going to find a lion. We've been a Lions Club for over 90 years, and we've been providing services to the community for those 90 years. We raise money in different ways. We have a dinner and auction in the fall.
Perfect.
We have Blackberry Festival. We have a big pancake breakfast at Armed Forces Day weekend. And we also have miscellaneous little things, like today we're doing some money fundraising for the Alzheimer's Society, right? Because we're going to have a big Alzheimer's walk here on September the 8th. We invite everybody to come. But then we give back to the community in different ways. For example, we just gave $25,000 to the Holly Ridge Capital Fund campaign. And it's part one of a two-part pledge, $50,000 that we're going to be giving to Holly Ridge that deal with developmentally disabled children. A couple years ago, we had a fundraiser, and we raised money for band instruments for the school, so that kids that were good musicians but didn't have the money could have instruments to play on. We just do things like that.
And wasn't this last year was for Coffee Oasis?
Yes, Coffee Oasis.
For new carpeting and desks and stuff,
Yeah.
where kids go.
Which is the center for teenagers. So the teenagers that don't have homes have a place to go, and they can get guidance at the Coffee Oasis. Here we go. Here's our past King Lion. Come on in, Lon.
Oh, well, we had a centennial, the Lions Club, in, 2017. And so they had a lot of things happen around that. But then we created this logo, which I put on my business card, where there's a need, there's a lion. I'm retired military. In this area, a lot of us happen to be retired military or ex-military people. I served in Japan a couple of tours. I served on a destroyer on the East Coast, went to the Mediterranean Sea several times, Red Sea, Persian Gulf, all of that. Also served temporarily on some aircraft carriers, cruisers and everything in the Vietnam area in 1972. I was 17 years old. For those that were not very mature, every day was kind of a challenge. So a lot of people when they joined were already years beyond their age and maturity. So each individual is different. So, but it was a wonderful experience, and I wouldn't trade it for anything.
And Lon also has another aspect in his personal life that matches with a Lions program. He married a Japanese woman, and we have a sister city in Japan called Curry, Japan. And every year we have a student exchange program with students from Curry, Japan that come here, and then students from Bremerton and Kitsap County go there. Right? So it's a wonderful program.
Yeah, really.
They find it very fulfilling. It's life-changing for them, really, because it expands their horizons, and it expands their appreciation for people from different cultures. So it's just a win-win all the way around. But the biggest thing that the Lions do, we haven't even mentioned. It's services for the blind and the sight impaired. We're most famous for that. Basically, we've been involved in a corneal transplant program for many, many, many years. And we also provide eyeglass recycling services. We take people's old eyeglasses and we match them with people who need eyeglasses but can't afford them. So we give sight to a lot of different people in a lot of different ways.
You'll see several places around town where kind of like off in the corner in the entrance area where the Lions Club, our Lions Club, will have a box where people can just drop off their unneeded eyeglasses anymore, and so we'll pick them up about maybe once a month, and we have an eyeglass recycling center down in near Olympia in Lacey, and we take them down there and they refurbish them and make them available to people who really need them.
was
And
awesome.
the first Saturday in May every year, we have White Cane Days. And
Some
we distribute
napkins
white canes
and forks.
in various locations and ask people for a donation in return. And it's just amazing the outpouring of donations
Thank
that
you.
we get for that program. People know it so well.
Well, on an international level, we have professional optometrists and ophthalmologists who will go on missions throughout the world and take, among other things, the Lions eyeglasses and go to these different places, many of them third world countries, and they'll go out and they'll just on their own help these people and give them our glasses. I heard Richard mentioning the pancake breakfast. This takes place on 4th Street, right downtown. You know where the Roxy Theater is and all that block. They basically close down that entire block for 3 hours before the annual Armed Forces Day parade. And our Lions Club serves a pancake breakfast for those 3 hours right there in that spot every year.
So we're very pleased with the work that we do in the community.